How much would you pay for a list of everyone who has ever sexually fantasized about or masturbated to you? Why? Is there a premium option to filter for everyone who has ever sexually fantasized about or masturbated to me that I'd be happy to see on the list? $10 for a number. And depending on that number is how much I'd pay for the list. How much do I gotta pay to prevent my name from appearing on everyone else's list? Man, I've had some thoughts. Nothing, I don't want to know. It's asking for trouble. I would pay a considerable amount of money to not know about several of them. A nice glass filled with ice-cold sparkling water. $20. Realistically, it would be interesting, but at the same time I'm concerned if there's something that I'd rather not see on that list. $5. It'll be a short list. $100 for a snapshot. $350 for a list that continuously updates. At best, the list might update once per decade, but I want to be ready if it does. I wouldn't buy it because I could never emotionally recover if I see a blank paper. I would pay money to never see it. If this would also include people who have had wet dreams about me, then I'd be willing to pay a lot cuz I'm nosy AF lol. $0. I do not want to know at all. You keep the list. IDGAF. Why would I pay for a blank sheet of paper? Will it contain a count? I think quantity would creep me out more. Like 1 to 2 men normal. But like 547 times. Damn, someone is getting blocked and I am moving. About $100. I think it'd be nice to see more potential romantic partners LMAO. I'd pay quite a bit actually. If the list is short, I need to check my ego. If the list is long, I need to check my ego. Also, can I pay extra to keep my name off specific people's lists? It's all fun and games until you see the name of a family member on the list. Some things need to be left unknown. None. Let them have their privacy. Plus, what if one of them were an old high school teacher, or a friend's dad? Or a friend's husband? That would be awkward. $0, cuz I don't want flocking no. I think a lot of you joking about blank paper, but kinda not joking, would actually be surprised. I'm not a terribly good-looking guy, but I was talking to a girl I hadn't seen in years, and she was and still is absolutely supermodel hot, and she told me she used to fantasize about me years before when we were in high school. I was absolutely gutted that I never asked her out back then. As a woman, I would pay not to see that. Why would I pay for my own name? Nothing. I'd rather not know. At 53, your neighbor just told me what he'd do to me in a failed attempt at making a pass at me. BCI, am moving, and I guess he thought it was safe, and I wanted to puke. If you find my pic online, what you do with it is your business, and I'd rather, for the love of all that is sacred, not asterisk no. Ew, I'd pay to not see it. $50, and I'd be stunned if there's 5. I'd pay a few bucks. For pure curiosity. However much the asking amount is, then I will consider. No flocking thanks. Lol. Immediately makes me think of creeps during my public transport days, and one that whipped out his dick right there behind the bus stop and stared straight at me and I could hear it. Are you kidding though, or are you just young? I'm an Indian woman who grew up around perverted old men. I don't know that I want to see this list. How much does one blank piece of paper cost? Does the list also come with the number of times they fantasies about you? Billy Bob, 100. Sally Mae, 45. Ivan Yakinov, 35. €1, cause this list will be so short that it will be done in literally 2 seconds. There are some things that are just none of my business. I mean, a list is probably empty, so not much. How much do I pay to ensure I never find out? As a female graduate of an extremely male-dominated engineering field, including some super creepy dudes, and current high school teacher, that list would be $0. I'm not paying for a blank sheet. I'd be surprised if anybody was on the list. I think the question is, how much would you pay to not show up on other people's lists? $1 because I'm sure there's an app option with ads. $200. I feel like the list would be very interesting lol. 0. There's no reason to have that information. Nothing? Probably only my GF has done it. Minus €100. I do not want that information. There'd be friends of mine on that list. No thank you. Nothing. It wouldn't be the golden plate worth it's printed on. Lord, I would pay not to see that. $14.63 exactly because I'm curious but not that curious. I have exactly $14.63 worth of curiosity about this. Also, if you're not already assigning dollar values to your curiosity, you're way behind the power curve. Everyone is doing it. Not more than the price of a blank piece of paper. IDK, $1,000. $0, none. I don't want to know. Ever. I'd pay to never have to see that. I wouldn't. Just would feel weird. $420.69. It's gonna be a blank sheet, I already know. $300.